Welcome back. This is your first time seeing our faces. Isn't this so crazy?
Scary.
So crazy. Well, let's reintroduce ourselves actually, because you've actually never seen our face besides like the intro, but this is different. This is way different. So, who are you?
Well, my name is Adán. My major is primary education with a minor in psychology.
Okay. My name is Pauline. I am a biomedical major and I'm minoring in psych because 2 majors is crazy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyways, well, today's a new day and new topics. Do you have anything in particular you want to talk about today, my pookums?
Not currently, but I feel like as we talk, something will pop up. Do you have anything in mind?
I do actually. I kind of want to talk about the protests that's been going on because there's been a lot going on, and I have a little bit of mixed feelings about it. I won't lie. I have mixed feelings because in the beginning, when they had the one in Phoenix, I think it went so well, and then as more and more more and more protests went on, I feel like a bit of aggression came out, and which I understand. There's a lot of anger. I also don't necessarily think it's the best thing to have a lot of aggression when you're trying to do peaceful protests and peaceful boycotts. Like I said, I understand the anger, but at that point, when you're trying to protest for something and you're trying to make it peaceful and you're pulling up, stealing cop cars and doing very odd things, it has a really big impact because now when other people want to start protesting, it creates now not a fault, but a lot of negative impact now when you see a protest, police are going to be quick with it.
Yeah.
Very, very quick. I really do enjoy seeing the boycotts going on, and I definitely would be there, but unfortunately I live in Flag. Well, there's one coming up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel happy, but kind of upset at the same time. Not for the for the protest, but towards some people.
Yeah, I kind of agree. To a certain extent. I like to see that Hispanics are coming together as a community.
Me too.
And
I love that.
As one to protest their rights. But then there's a part of me that's what if there's a person that's I don't want to make it political, but on the other side of the political spectrum, and they're oh, these are my people, I need to go out and support them, but then their vote didn't necessarily reflect that. You know what I mean? I feel like it's what's it called?
Hypocritical?
Yeah.
I definitely agree. I think it's really good for community. Us too, personally, we love community. We love community. We think community is one of the most important things in in the world. But there is a point where it's all of a sudden when it's really affecting you, the vote that you made is now an issue.
Yeah.
And it was the economy, this and that. Everything's going up right now.
Yeah.
The economy is going to go up and down, and we've said this before. And
yeah.
I mean, good for you that you're at not the podcast, sorry. It's because we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
But good for you for the protest, but at the same time, don't you remember what you did?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's not even if they voted this certain way. It's more of a if they did or did not vote. Mm-hmm. And it's if you didn't vote, you're kind of seeing actions to your own consequences.
Right.
Suppose. Because realistically, it could have made a small impact.
Right. Because I feel like a large majority of people decided not to vote because they were well, both candidates are yada, yada, yada. Which,
reasonable.
It's reasonable, yeah. But it comes to a point when you keep hearing things over and over. This man's term, last term, he kept stating over and over what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. I don't know. I really like the protest. There's one coming up soon,
Yeah.
and hopefully we will attend. For sure, I will attend, actually.
Yeah.
I want to attend because, you know what?
Stand up for people that
Exactly. I'm loud and obnoxious, and I have a really big fucking ovaries, more than majority of men in this society. So might as well use them because fuck, like this was my life too. This is really important to me too. But if you're going to those protests, please be peaceful. Like there's no reason to be stealing cop cars. There's no reason to bring guns, and you're fighting for a cause. But when it's stating to be peaceful, then be peaceful. I don't know. I do want to mention, I think with protesting comes action.
Yeah.
Because I do think protests are good, and I think boycotts are good, but I also feel like at one point there should be more action to it. I had a talk with someone recently, my brother-in-law actually, and we talked a little bit about this and how something more can be done a little bit, going to actual courts, which is a little bit hard because not everyone has the money for it.
Yeah.
That I will say, not everyone has the money for it, but when it comes to community and you really bring a group of people, you could really do something with it. I think really, really creating a community with all the people that you're protesting with, getting contact information and going more for the cause, that would be incredible. And I think
networking.
Yes, exactly, networking. I think networking would be extremely incredible. Building up a community and getting your fucking money, getting your money up and actually taking it to a system. Yeah. Because, like I said, I feel like protests are good. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I hate protests, because that's not the case.
Protests don't do anything.
Because they do. They do. Yeah. But I also think that you can go more with it and really, really get that.
Well, definitely when we look at it historically, you can see it with Brown versus the Board of Education. Yeah. We wouldn't be where we are now without the court cases that happened. So, and obviously during that time there was protests. Or we can even look at the civil rights movement in a whole, and we can just see that court cases do help legally secure your rights.
They do.
But it's not to say that protests aren't as equally or...
I would like to say that, I completely agree. Effective. Because they have effectiveness, and I think they also show that, as much as everyone's scared, it also shows a message that, you know what, fuck you guys. We're not scared, actually. Look at us building a community and all the people that I actually want to fight for our rights. Yeah. Our parents' rights, our family rights, our friends' rights. All these fucking rights for people that we don't even know. People that aren't even the same race. Because, matter of fact, it isn't just deportation of Latinos. Yeah. This is deportation for anyone that are immigrants. And there is plenty. Matter of fact, the United States was built off immigrants from Europe, but also from the people that were originally here.
Yeah. And not only from people that are originally here, but the people that were quite literally imported.
Brought here, yes. Yeah. A lot of slavery, too. Mm-hmm. Plenty of slavery. And...
now that we're on the topic of, immigration-wise, and how these ICE raids are happening, just something I wanted to bring up was how Trump literally said he wanted to use Guantanamo Bay as a...
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I'm just saying, it's kind of reminded me of something in Germany.
This, I will say straight front, this is a concentration... Am I saying that right? Yeah, concentration camp. This is literally what they're doing exactly back then. Mm-hmm. They're making them do labor, first of all. Yeah. They're sending them to a federal prison that was meant for terrorist and extreme measure, prisoners. Yeah. And they're bringing migrants there because apparently crossing the border is that much, that strong. I'm sorry, there's plenty of fucking people that have done that. And sorry, I'm tapping you. No, okay. There's plenty of people that have done that. and you're gonna all just call them like felons.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's
At that
crazy.
point, the whole fucking United States is full of felons.
And like, I just want to also bring up, like, if you think of it as in like political terms, technically everything's like legal.
Mm-hmm.
But just because it's legal through the Constitution and using loopholes,
it doesn't mean it's necessarily right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I completely agree. I don't know. This is just it's an abomination.
It's outrageous. It's just completely outrageous.
And I see so many videos. I have a lot of these videos like coming up on my social media because this is what I film myself up. I blocked Meta and Instagram and Facebook on my TikTok because apparently it's like been really affecting like the videos, and a lot of political videos haven't been popping up. Mm-hmm. I did that, and I see a lot of more videos of our situation going on, and things that hit me differently.
Yeah. And
I see videos of people talking about like ICE, and there's half the comments which are like, oh my god, fuck ICE, like this is unbelievable. And then there's the few people that are racist and that are like, bye immigrants. Like, that is unbelievable. The amount of children, the amount of kids, the amount of people who quite literally don't know what's going on is absolutely crazy. And it's just crazy for you to sit there and say that when the majority of immigrants run this motherfucking hoe. They run this hoe. Yeah. There's a lot of people working. A lot of people working with gardening and picking fruits. Yeah. Because damn well, no one wants to fucking pick fruits. No one wants to fucking pick fruits. That's the truth. Yeah. And you see them fucking going out, picking fruits crazy, and they're barely getting paid, and they're doing it all day, getting burnt as fuck. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, that, I don't even understand that, because I've never done that. I've seen perspective. Oh, my apologies. I've seen perspective within my dad's company, because a lot of them would go out and work outside in the hot conditions, and they crisp up. Yeah. They crisp up. They need water. They need food, and they're working their fucking ass off to provide for their family.
Yeah, I can definitely vouch for that, because my dad is quite literally a landscaper. Mm-hmm. So you can see like where his like farmer's tan is. Yeah. And, like, in Arizona, when it gets to 110 degrees, he's still out there in the fucking
120,
summer.
Bro. It's insane. It's crazy, honestly, and it's really disappointing to see what's going on and how there's straight up camps being made. Yeah. I want to say props to the president of Mexico. She is a real diva. She is diva. She is diva. Queen. She is mother. She is serving. If you guys don't know what that means, it means that she is boss. Yeah. What I like to say is boss queen shit, or another word, but perhaps I shouldn't say that. Mm-hmm. But she is so queen. Yeah. I love the fact that she is straight up like fighting with Trump. It's so entertaining, honestly. The fact that he wanted to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America or something like that. Yeah.
That's another thing that got not on my nerve, but like it's something that's like
it wasn't like
power. Well, because like you can change it within a country, and what if America has done that already,
but it's not a country, bro. This is like international. This is
but the thing is, like, each country has their own individual like thing on how to name stuff, and just for that to be like just switched is kind of
it's insane. It's not like, it is a little bit irritating, but it's more of like oh brother, like what is this dude doing? Yeah. And I saw a video of her talking about it, and she made a really good point about how this isn't something within just the country that he's allowed to do. This is something international that needs to be done within like the whole continent, the whole United Nations, which is really crazy, because didn't they actually find out that we have like that America has committed like multiple felonies towards like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, human rights violations. Yeah, and it's absolutely insane that here we are fucking going at it. Not here we are, here he is, because not us. I'm not doing any of this. Matter of fact, I do not support any of this. Yeah. Catch me outside, fuck you. Like, This is absolutely fucking insane. Bro is making whole ass concentration camps, and the fact that people are still oblivious and still, oh, go Trump, oh my god. Like, bro, fuck all of you guys. I'm so sorry. Excuse my cursing.
No, it's totally, like...
It's valid.
It's valid.
It's so insane to me.
How are you going to be so oblivious and be so... Like, I don't understand how you can just be so arrogant.
Exactly.
To not see history being repeated, and it's just
it's insane, bro. And then I think about it, like the amount of fucking kids that are here that are gonna lose their parents, that are gonna be sent back. There's so many cases of people like of them taking in children who are immigrants, and once they find out that they just dump them out like nothing. That's fucking insane. Like, you're just gonna dump them out like nothing, like they're trash.
Yeah.
And that's all they're treating us like is trash. It's not even human rights. It's just, we're not humans. Like, we're just like, exactly, we're aliens. We're aliens. Well, exactly what they say. They see us as aliens. And it's crazy because we all have the same organs. We all have skin. We all have organs. We have a heart. We have a brain. We are made out of the same fucking, like, cells. What are you guys on? You're no better. You are no better looking ass orange, burnt, tan man. Like,
I just think that's insane that we can all have the same insides
functions
and the same functions. But once we introduce that concept of how much melanin you have in your body,
it's a whole different story. That's actually extremely insane. It is true because, you know...
declare one race as superior or better than any other.
And matter of fact, like, why was it even declared that they're superior? That's that's what I'm saying. Like, it's insane. The way people think is so idiotic. Some of you are so fucking stupid. Oh my god, you are all stupid. And it's really harsh to say, but it's the truth, because you guys are all, like, a lot of people within have major racism and are okay with this are on, like, a whole different level of, like, clutching their bags because they see a migrant working outside of their, like, restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because, you know, they try to make Latinos seem as, like, bad people.
Yeah.
Not even Latinos, anyone with melanin, anyone that's not white.
Yeah.
White. And I mean white because Italians, anyone Europe, you are all white. Let's face it, you are all white. But anyone who isn't white is all of a sudden dangerous, which is really crazy because everyone's dangerous. Everyone is dangerous. There are a lot of school shooters are white. And everyone's dangerous. That's the truth. You can't just put a finger on something of who's racist and who's not and who's bad and, like, who's the most negative, because everybody has that. Everyone has their brain. Everyone's brain is different than each other. Like, we all have different thinking mentality. There's no connection with melanin and the way you act and how dangerous you are. And if you try to bring up the fact, well, why are, you know, like, these communities more dangerous than these ones? Because you guys made it, the history made it seem like that from the beginning.
Yeah.
That was what we were pushed into.
Yeah, it's a picture that was created for you.
It's exactly, we were pushed into that. All, like, talking about, let's say, money, we were pushed into that. From the beginning, the money that we would obtain was significantly less, thank you, less than white people. Yeah. And it's true. It's period. It's wig. It's true.
I haven't heard that one before.
Wig? Wig. But it's just insane to me what's going on. And if you see protests going on, I encourage you to go. I encourage you to be a part of your community. And if you really, really, really want to make a cause, the truth is you need a network. You need to make a community. If you're going to go to these, obtain information, see who the fuck is Big Boss, and really get what's going on. Because the truth is we can fight. Yeah. It's in the isn't it in the Constitution? It is. It is in the Constitution. And we could fight. Like, I understand the fact of some people aren't educated and some people are scared, but that's when we can start educating people.
Yeah.
We can start really talking to people about it. And if you're scared, like, I understand.
Yeah.
But honestly, at this point, we need to really fight for our cause and for other people's causes. And whether you're an immigrant or not, whether you have your papers or you were born in here, it's still going to affect you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's still going to affect you. And if you're one of the few people that believe that, well, I was born here, so it doesn't matter, it does matter.
It does.
It really does matter, because if you're so worried about your economy, it's going to affect that. You probably have family, and you probably have friends that you don't even know.
Yeah.
And your morals are honestly fucked up if you don't think that. Honestly, like,
yeah,
your morals are jambled, and it's just insane. I really do think that protesting and making a community and actually taking more action to it will do so much more. I mean, it's going to take a process, I understand that.
Yeah,
but slowly and surely making a community and actually going to protest and one by one getting people's information.
Yeah.
It's a good move.
Because once you have that community set, you have a very good foundation to not only continue making those networking connections, but also, I don't know, like...
You know what? I would like to mention that I'm really proud of us as first generation to actually be talking about this and doing some more about it.
Yeah.
Because it means a lot to us.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people who are scared. I know a lot of people who are scared and who are struggling. And everyone's locked up, dude. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I am proud that I'm doing this for a cause, and I'm doing this because this is something that's important to me, and this could have been me, and this is my life.
Yeah.
And
I think it's very much of giving a voice to others that
don't
have one or simply can't have one.
Yeah. And I'm really proud of myself for this, and I want to have hope for what's going on and everything, because I've seen so many videos of like straight up violating all the rules that you're supposed to have, just ICE straight up violating it. Yeah. There's a few percentages, like half of it where they're actually following, and there's the other half who don't gaff. They don't gaff, like they don't care, and they'll be doing the most breaking down doors, throwing gas, going to stores and rounding up people, because that's been happening in like El Rancho and Food City, making ice cream like cars. Yeah. I've seen that, which is really fucking insane, because at that, like I said, you're not targeting dangerous people, you're trying to target children too. Yeah. Because a lot of children go for ice cream. Yeah. That's so insane to me. That is honestly insane. And people need to open their eyes and see what's really going on, because this is just, like you said, history's repeating. Yeah. This is just the Nazis all over again. At this point, he's not going to be our fucking president, but isn't it dictator?
Rather a dictator.
Yeah, it's like...
You can't sit here and tell me that within the states, or within the U.S. Senate, they're not trying to implement a constitutional amendment and trying to extend the term of a president.
Yep.
And it's kind of giving a certain historical... It's
resembling something through history, and I would really like to say that maybe this is a time for you guys, people, you guys as in people who are very ignorant to it, because...
To very, educate themselves.
Yes, and let's say you are educated. Good for you, Wig. I love you. Love you for that. Please educate others then, because truth is, we need voices. We need voice, and a lot of people aren't educated, and there's a lot of misinformation going around, and instead of spreading misinformation, we should really be collecting the real good one, the truth, and educating others.
Yeah, because within the misinformation that's being spread, a good way to combat that is to have your voice heard. And without your voice heard, you're just having a bunch of misinformation spread, and you're not really helping your cause.
I would say a lot of people who maybe work for others or own businesses, I recommend looking up red cards and really looking into what you should do if something were to occur. There's a lot of immigrant lawyers that are really good, and I think I've seen a video somewhere out there about that. And just kind of like with voting, how a lot of people didn't want to vote because they felt like it wasn't really going to matter and this and this and that. But the reality is that there's plenty of people who will think like that, and that few people become a whole jumble of people, and at that point it's just a whole bunch of people that are not doing shit. And it's the same thing going on again, where it's a few people that aren't making their voice heard. They might go for the cause and they might be like, whoa, I don't like what's going on, but you're not doing anything about it, and you're not letting your voice be heard, and you're going to be like, well, it's okay because other people are. And then a whole bunch of people aren't going to do that. And at that point, it's just a whole bunch of you guys that aren't really making, that aren't really making your voice heard. Definitely look out for any future boycotts and any future protests and marches. A few already happened in Arizona. And educate yourself, educate others. Really put your voice into it. Make this cause... I don't know if I can say make your cause.
Just make the cause worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you're keeping your eyes on the end goal.
Mm-hmm. Wig, per, period shit. And like I always say, proud to be fucking Mexican. That's on period. You think that's good?
Mm-hmm. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. It was nice talking to you. I hope you guys actually enjoy this and do something about it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll post this on YouTube or not, but we'll... If I post it on YouTube, we'll put resources down in the description.
We would absolutely love to.
Get your voice heard.
And post them.
Get out in the streets and protest.
Period.